Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at their thoughts when you enter a room. So please be aware that this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. Before we get started with your pile selection, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, Keen. So this is how my best friend almost ruined my relationship. It started with a missed call from Emily on my boyfriend Kyle's phone at a weird time. Then I saw a missed call from Kyle on Emily's phone as well. I wondered why they'd call each other while I'm at work. My heart raced. I trust them, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. I felt uneasy about Emily before. A year ago, I noticed how she and Kyle seemed to click, sharing jokes and glances that made me uncomfortable. Once I even caught Emily smiling at a message from Kyle, and when I asked him about it, he said it was private. I just dismissed it as paranoia due to my trust issues, but the doubt lingered. The new incident made my old suspicions resurface. Kyle became more secretive, always on his phone, which was unusual for him, and Emily started cancelling plans last minute, which wasn't like her. Everything seemed off, and my anxiety grew. I confronted Kyle about the call, but he brushed it off as a mistake. But when I asked Emily, she said she didn't even remember calling at all. Their vague answers made me even more anxious. I needed to know the truth, so that's when I decided to consult with a tarot reader from Keen. I browsed Keen's website, searching for the right psychic for my situation. I found one specializing in relationship readings with great reviews. But it was her energy that caught my attention, so I decided to consult with her, hoping she could reveal the truth. I explained my fears and asked for clarity. As she began typing, I just felt a gnawing anxiety, fearing the truth I might hear. She told me the cards speak of betrayal, and my stomach dropped. Then she added, but they also speak of celebration, a union of hearts. Confused and frustrated, I asked, what does that mean? Her vagueness felt like torture. The truth lies in what you choose to see. The betrayal may not be what you think. Sometimes the heart sees what it fears, not what is real, she responded. I left the chat more confused than ever. Over the next few days, her words echoed in my mind, turning every interaction with Kyle and Emily into something sinister. The final straw came when I saw Kyle and Emily together at a coffee shop, speaking in hushed tones. They didn't see me, but I saw enough to confirm the worst. I left in tears. Back home, I felt broken. How could they betray me? But as I paced around, the tarot reader's words returned to me. Celebration? Union of hearts? Could there be another explanation? The next day, I decided to confront them. I know something's going on, I blurted out. Just tell me the truth. Kyle and Emily exchanged a glance, then smiled. We were going to tell you tonight, Emily said softly. Tell me what? I demanded. Kyle pulled out a small velvet box. We've been planning a special anniversary surprise for you. Our 3-year anniversary is next month. Emily helped me because you trust her taste more than mine. My mind reeled as everything fell into place. The strange calls, the secret meetings, the cryptic conversations. It was all for me. I felt a flood of relief and guilt. The tarot reader's words made sense now. The betrayal was actually my own mistrust, twisted by my fears. I hugged them both, tears streaming down my face as the weight of doubt lifted. They've been planning something beautiful for me, not against me. So I realized that sometimes trust means choosing to see love, even when fear blinds you. I hope you enjoyed that little nugget of my personal life, and if you've had thoughts about something you need clarity on, Keen connects you with talented psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can get a reading whenever it suits you. Just create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. Each reader has unique gifts and specialties, so whether you need insights on love, career, or life in general, they can provide deeper understanding and guidance. Choose whichever reader best suits you, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now, here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your pile selection, we have 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Thunder Egg Crystal with the Queen of Wands. For pile number 2, we have Peacock Ore with the 5 of Cups. And for pile 3, we have Honey Calcite with the Page of Wands reversed. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever one you are most drawn to. So hopefully by now you have picked a pile for yourself. If not, you can pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this Thunder Egg Crystal and the Queen of Wands, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at their thoughts of you when you enter a room. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself enjoying this reading and if you want to stay up to date with what I post daily, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. I do have a limited amount of space for personal readings. So let's go ahead and shuffle your tarot cards first. After that, we'll look at your oracle cards and see what comes up here for you. But what Spirit is showing me instantaneously as I am tapped into your energy is, so I saw a reel the other day about Marilyn Monroe and how she used certain affirmations to get people to notice her. So she would tell herself something along the lines of like, people always notice me, people always want to talk to me. You know, she'd imagine herself being so beautiful that people would just want to look at her, you know, so she was manifesting that for herself. So I don't know if you've been manifesting something for yourself recently, or if you've been saying a lot of affirmations recently, or just trying to think more positive recently. But that has an effect on your energy field if you have been doing so. And if you haven't been doing so, then I just see that your energy field is super big and magnetic, and it's like you're attracting people to you. But I bit my tongue as I said so there's something about, as you step into this energy, you will get both praise but also jealousy from people that feel small because they see you stepping into your power. They see you stepping into this feeling where you don't make yourself small, where you shine brightly as you are. So I just want to say, be aware of that when you step into your power, when you step into this big, vibrant, magnetic energy, you will get mixed reactions from people, and that is completely normal. That is a sign that you are stepping to the right place. What I see when I bit my tongue is like an energy where some people want to compliment you, but stray away from it because either they're being shy or they're jealous and they don't want to make your head too big. So their thoughts when you enter the room with the Queen of Wands is how magnetic you are, how they just feel this innate need to talk to you and communicate with you and be around you. They just feel drawn to your energy. And there's something about you bringing this energy of confidence when you walk into the room, just in the way that you carry yourself and your energy. And I do think people like your energy, that they like the fact that you take up space. So these are the thoughts when you enter the room. Let's shuffle your cards. So we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Chariot. I almost see a vision of it raining. So I don't know if that is literal or metaphorical. Okay, we have the Star. So yeah, I don't know if the last time you went to a place it was literally raining or it's just metaphoric for something. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Ten of Cups reversed. Okay, so what I'm seeing here in your energy, Five of Swords at the back of the deck. This kind of confirms what I said now, in the fact that when you become someone that shines bright, when you become somebody that's magnetic, you will get mixed reactions from people. You will get both admiration and praise and jealousy at the same time, just depending on the person reacting to you. So that is a quite normal thing, and that is a sign that you are on the right track. Okay, so yeah, if you have been doing a lot of affirmations lately or manifesting recently or any of that, or just doing energy work on yourself, it is working. So continue doing that, because it is making you more magnetic to others, where others want to speak to you, be around you, they find you beautiful or handsome. And it's not even just about the physical look, but it's about the energy you're radiating. And yes, your physical look is very beautiful and handsome, but it is enhancing. That is what I'm seeing from Spirit. So I feel like that reflects in the thoughts of people around you when you walk into the room, where they're just like, oh wow, this person, oh wow, like this person kind of energy. But they don't know why they're so drawn to you. They don't know why they feel this need to speak to you and be around you. But they just feel that effect you have on them. I do think you are quite seductive when you walk into the room. So some people might think that to themselves, like you have this like flirtatious type of energy. So I don't know if you intentionally flirt with people when you walk into the room, or you flirt with them with your eyes, or there's just something about you having seductive eyes and a seductive walk that kind of like makes people very attracted to you, and they think thoughts like that, like thoughts centering around attraction and sexuality when you enter the room. There's also something about people thinking thoughts of admiring your fashion style when you walk into the room. People think that you are someone that has a very soft-hearted nature, yet you also protect yourself for a reason. You know, you protect that soft-hearted nature you have. So although people can see you have a soft heart, you don't just let them in immediately if they're a stranger. You still have a little bit of a guard up and discernment up, which is a good thing, before you let it down, so that you can get to know them first. So people see that and think that when you walk into the room. The Chariot reversed. What is this about, Spirit? Okay, so I'm hearing again, like you may bring out certain insecurities within some, if they are already insecure. Because as I look at the Chariot reverse, this may not be the tarot card meaning, but this is what Spirit is showing me in a vision. I'm seeing someone almost say to me, as if I'm in your energy and as if I'm you, and them saying to me with their thoughts, you're becoming too big. Make yourself small to make me feel better, because you're making me feel small by shining like a star because the star's next to it. And it's like, you're making me feel small by being so magnetic and by being so sexy and all these things, and by people wanting to talk to you. You're making me feel small because you're making me feel like people aren't talking to me. So please make yourself small. Like, I see some people thinking that in their mind. But don't listen to that. That's not a sign to listen to that, but it's just showing that yes, you will get mixed reactions from people that are already insecure, but that's a sign to keep shining brighter, because you never know, you could inspire them to find their own sense of self-love and find what makes them shine too. Just because you shine doesn't take away their shine. So that is a lesson for them, and that's nothing you can take away from them. There are thoughts of you having a beautiful, bright smile, because I'm clairvoyantly seeing a vision of you, like in a room full of people, and somebody says something that makes you laugh or smile, and you just have this big, beautiful smile. And I see someone thinking, wow, that smile is gorgeous or handsome. So I see people thinking about that. And with the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups reverse, there is this feeling of me picking up on people you aren't quite close to. So these are like more strangers, acquaintances, people you're not necessarily friends with, or people you're not necessarily close with, that you are still getting to know or still yet to know. So that is the energy I'm picking up on. Anything else, Spirit, before we move on to the Oracle cards? So I'm hearing something that you are so heavenly, like you give off this heavenly vibe and aura, um, and people like your energy. There's also something about you being like someone with your head in the clouds. I'm hearing ungrounded, but I don't mean that as an insult, pile one. I just feel like you have this higher vibration where oftentimes like you have this daydreamy type of energy to you, head in the clouds type of energy, where it almost feels like you're an ethereal being here on earth, where you're not quite from earth. And I think this could be my pile of star seeds, mystics, and maybe at times you felt ungrounded because you're not from here, you're not from earth, if that makes sense. Also, I am seeing a bar clairvoyantly, so I'm seeing some people think like they would love to drink with you, or I see some people thinking that you're fun to be around. And I'm seeing some people that already know you, see a change within your energy, see you stepping into a new energy. It's almost like your energy has been reset. Like you've hit a reset button and you've stepped into like a place where you're rebirthing as a person, because I saw the angel number 1010. So that's what I'm seeing. And I'm also seeing, well, I'm hearing the words get off your high horse. So I do sense some jealousy from some, not everybody, but it's kind of like giving me the vibe where some people get very insecure, like I said before, where they're like, oh, you think you're better than me, but you never. Like, the thing is with the Queen of Wands, you don't give me egotistical vibes, but you are triggering an insecurity within them where they feel small because of you. Some, not everybody. So that is a reaction you might get from some, but it's not necessarily true. And I'm seeing some people want to see your social media, see like what your social media is like. They want to follow you, especially if they don't know you and they're a stranger. They're very curious and interested in that. Okay, so I'm hearing from Spirit. Some may get the impression from you that you are quite artistic or creative or talented at something, but they don't know what. You just give off that vibe like you're talented at something. I'm hearing from Spirit you can't compete with me because I'm only competing with myself. Like, I'm in my own lane. So I'm hearing that from Spirit. And the way Spirit said it was very sassy. So maybe you give off like a sassy vibe, like, I'm not even trying to compete with you. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Also, as I'm looking at the bunny here and the two horses here, it's making me think of somebody that loves animals. So like, let's say you go to someone's house and they have a pet of their own. It's like maybe you love showing love to pets, even if you don't know them. Like you love to say hi to the dog at the party, or, something like that's coming through. Okay, so we have heart chakra in reverse with moss agate and intention. We have soul star chakra with pink amethyst, divine love in the reverse. And we have flower agate, throat chakra, and expression. So there is Gemini energy coming through, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius. I heard Pisces now, Cancer. Um, and as I looked at this card where it says Naya, I don't know how to say that, Naiads. I heard Nadia in my mind, so maybe that's somebody's name. But anyhow, what I'm seeing here in your energy is I feel like there has been an upgrade within your solar plexus, is what I'm hearing from spirit, as well as your throat chakra. Maybe those are two chakras you have been working on energetically, even if it's not consciously. You've been working on, improving your sense of self-worth, seeing your own innate sense of value for being a human being, regardless of what you do, your status, whatever it is, regardless of the way you look, you have value. So you've been seeing that. You've been working on that. You've been working on your sense of confidence. And you've been working on learning to express yourself fully by being yourself fully in public and not necessarily worrying too much or caring about if other people like you or not, but just about if you like yourself, and being and expressing yourself fully and not, making yourself small. So this work you have done reflects in the way other people admire you, in the way that other people see you when you are self-expressing. There is a feeling of people thinking you are so confident in yourself. Like, how is this person so confident? This person's so playful. This person is kind of like just enjoying life. And I love it. I love the vibe they're giving off. So they're thinking that in their mind. Some are thinking that you've had a transformation if they've seen the old version of you and who you've stepped into today. Some people are thinking, wow, this person, they're very chatty. Like, I just feel this need to keep talking to them and get to know them more. Some people, they think that they just feel like this need to talk to you and get to know you more. And some people, they think that, wow, this person is just so comfortable being themselves in public. And I love the way they express themselves. What is this heart chakra reversed? So what spirit is showing me clairvoyantly when I look at these three stones is, that game where you have like three cups and you put like a little paper under the one and you like move it around and the person has to pick one and maybe they pick the wrong one. So there is something about people playing a guessing game with you, where some thoughts they have of you may not necessarily be true, but may just be a guess they have, if that makes sense. Because you're kind of just guessing which cup it's under, but you could be wrong when you play that game. So what I'm sensing with this card specifically is some people, especially strangers, may not trust you at first. And that's normal because when you're a stranger to somebody, they don't really know you or your heart. But later on, as they speak to you with the throat chakra here, they may get to realize that that thought they had of you or that judgment they made of you was not necessarily true and just due to their past hurt and pain, and fear of not being loved. So some people might think, I don't know this person's intentions towards me, if they have good or bad intentions towards me. But later on, as they get to know you with the throat chakra, they see that it's opposite of that. Because I do feel your energy and I do feel like you're somebody in your heart space and you do like step into a room and a place with good intentions towards people. And with that vision I saw, I guess some people make guessing games about you. Like they think certain thoughts of you that are just a guess, maybe based off your look or based off your vibe or based on the assumption or judgment they've made of you, but they don't exactly know if it's true or not. And then with the throat chakra, they try to talk to you more to get to know you, to try and see if that thought or guess they have of you is true. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And then they're taught not to judge too quickly. But I'm not necessarily saying people are judging you, but it's kind of like Spirit is giving me an example of, let's say somebody has a thought of you like, okay, you are artistic in some way, maybe because you just give off that vibe, and then they talk to you and they realize, oh, this person's really smart. Like, they're not really the artistic type, they're more the study type of type, if that makes sense, where they kind of guess that about you, but it's not true. I do think that some people sense maybe the things you've gone through that have brought your transformation. They don't know exactly what happened, but they kind of energetically, subconsciously sense this person has been hurt before, especially by people you loved and trusted. There is also something about when you enter the room, you bring deep feelings and emotions to people. And since your aura and energy is so big, it's like you have this big effect on people when you walk into the room. So your energy is felt. Even when you don't speak a word to people, people feel your energy. So let's say you walk behind someone, they will feel your energy before they even see you. And there's something about your presence bringing a strong reaction from people because your energy is so big. And there's something about people feeling strong emotions towards you, depending on who they are inside. So, whatever emotion is felt is dependent on them. But then you bring on strong feelings, not just thoughts, to people when you enter the room. So, what are some of the examples of feelings here, Spirit? Okay, so some feel like you're a safe space, and I feel like you've had this often where some will just come up to you and tell you their whole life story or overshare with you, even though they're a stranger. They just feel this energy of being held in love by you, even if they don't quite know you. Like you will listen to them and give them good advice. And some people feel this feeling like you're wise, you'd give them good advice. Some people feel this feeling of going around in a circle. Let me explain what I'm seeing. So imagine, okay, let me just use the example of the insecurity I mentioned before. So imagine the type of person that has often felt insecure by others stepping into their power, not just you. So let's say they go around in circles by having these types of feelings towards different people where that person and many different people keep triggering that feeling within them. And then it's almost like I feel like going home now because every time I go out, somebody triggers an insecurity within me. So don't take that personal, but that's an example. But it doesn't just have to be that. Let's say I'm seeing an energy where, like those types of people that are always falling in love. I'm thinking love with quotation marks because, like, every week they fall in love with a new person. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I'm seeing something like that. Some people may feel like, oh, I'm falling in love with this person. But then it's like they fall in love with a new person all the time. Some people feel joy when you enter the room. I feel like I'm picking up on a best friend's energy or someone you're very close to or a lover. Like they were excited and waiting to see you. It almost feels like that feeling of, I don't want to go to school today if my best friend's not going to be there, or I don't want to go to this party today if my best friend's not going to be there because it's going to be boring without them. So some people feel like that towards you, your closest people, where they're just like, when is pile one gonna come? Like, I miss them and I'm excited to see them. It's boring without them. Okay, so those are the feelings I'm picking up on. So I really hope this reading resonated with you, pile number one. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this peacock or crystal and the Five of Cups, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at their thoughts when you enter the room. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself enjoying this reading, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with what I post daily. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. I do have a limited amount of personal readings available. Okay, so as I tapped into your energy, pile number two, I heard this song that's kind of like trending on Instagram reels. That's like, not my problem, that's just not my problem. So when you enter a room, you're kind of giving off this energy of being unbothered, being unapologetic. And when I say unapologetic, Spirit is showing me Rihanna, like where she has that unapologetic energy. So you may remind some people of her with that energy you have. But it's also giving like unbothered. Okay, so what I'm feeling for some of you is maybe some of you have often felt like you cared too much about people that didn't care as much about you, or maybe you often felt like you had this people pleaser tendency where you just catered to people all the time and forgot about your own needs. And now there is this like, I'm hearing the old switcheroo where you're switching up on people and becoming more unbothered about what people think and like people, how people feel. You're not people pleasing or trying to, like please their emotions, because their emotions have nothing to do with you. And in fact, they're not your problem, they're their problem. I know that sounds mean, but it's kind of like, I feel like some of you are stepping into your villain era, but it's not really a villain era. It's just you stepping into your own sovereignty and power, where you're not placing people's emotions as your responsibility, where you're just focusing on you and pouring that energy back into you, into self-love. So it's like people are noticing that energy switcheroo, as Spirit says, when you enter the room. Also, Spirit was showing me, when celebrities go to those big events, and then they dress up all nice and they have beautiful dresses, and there's paparazzi all around them taking photos of them in their beautiful dresses. So Spirit was showing me that clairvoyantly. So when you enter the room, you have this showstopper energy where all eyes are on you, believe it or not. Even if you don't see it yourself, even if you think to yourself, why would all eyes be on me? Even if there is doubt here, this is what's coming through from Spirit. So you have this showstopper energy where people are wowed by your existence and by you when you enter the room. There's something about you impressing people with your fashion style, making a statement when you enter the room, because Spirit was showing me those beautiful dresses. So it makes me think of your style. There's also something about you carrying yourself with grace. So that's something people notice and see when you enter the room. The Knight of Pentacles came out in your pile when I shuffled your cards for the intro with the Five of Cups. So what I'm picking up from these two cards, this might not resonate with everybody, but I'm sensing maybe somebody that, how do I explain this? So let's say you go to school or to work or a regular place you go to, and you often see an ex of yours or somebody that you were very close to in the past but are no longer close to, or it's like somebody you were close to that the connection ended in a lot of hurt and pain. And you often see them when you walk out in public or when you go to a specific place. And it often reminds you of the pain you had, but Now you're coming to a place where you're healing and you're becoming more unbothered about them. It's almost like they're feeling like they're a ghost to you, because I'm hearing the song You're Dead to Me by Kali Uchis. So this person must have really done something to hurt you. Or you're just no longer caring about this person anymore because it caused you too much hurt and pain to care anymore. And it's like they're still feeling the pain and the sadness whenever they see you. And it's like with the Knight of Pentacles, they see you consistently out in public. So this to me gives me a vibe of like I'm at school and I see my ex-best friend every day and it's awkward and weird. And it brings on feelings of pain and guilt and all those things. So that's something I'm seeing for some of you. I'm specifically hearing the word remorse. And I heard a plane go by now, so maybe some of you travel a lot. That's coming through, or you've significantly shifted your energy in a very huge and fast way. That's to me what it represents also. And as I said that, I saw 555, so confirmation from spirit, because 555 is the number of change. So you've definitely changed something about you. You definitely transformed, and people notice that and have thoughts around that when you enter the room. There is a lot of Leo and Libra energy in this pile, a lot of fire sign energy, but I'm also feeling like this golden energy coming from you. And it's funny that you chose the peacock orb, because when you think of peacocks, they stand out. You know, they rarely make an entrance. They rarely impress people with all their beautiful, colorful feathers. And that's you. Okay, we have the devil in the reverse. We have the King of Wands in the reverse. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. At the back of the deck, we have the High Priestess reversed. So, Spirit is showing me Britney Spears in my mind, but a specific video I saw of her where she was kind of reacting towards people like saying mean things to her. Like she was reacting towards videos of them saying those things and kind of like saying sassy things back to them, if that makes sense. I don't remember exactly what she said back, but Spirit is showing me that video. So there is this energy of sassiness, like don't play with me because I'll have a comeback that will like make you cry, that will make you even question why you said that mean thing to me in the first place. So maybe you have the sweet energy like Britney Spears, she has that sweet energy, but you also have this don't F with me energy when you enter the room, where some people are secretly intimidated by you and they have a mental note in their mind like, don't mess with this person, they seem strong. So there's that coming through. There is also a different energy coming through for others of you that don't relate to that. So with the High Priestess in reverse, I'm seeing an energy of acting clueless. And Spirit is showing me another video. I don't know if you guys like to be on your phone and watch videos, but Spirit keeps showing me videos I've seen on social media clairvoyantly. Maybe people notice you being on your phone a lot. I don't know. But there's something about Spirit showing me, you know, like when people say mean things to us and we act clueless and we just like ignore how they said it and take it as a compliment, or we ignore their tone and just listen to the words and don't react to their tone at all. So some of you act clueless out in public, but you do sense when people are directing like passive aggressiveness towards you, or when they're being discreetly mean towards you, if that makes sense. You do sense it, but you act clueless to protect your own peace. And also to not give them a reaction. And there's something about them thinking in their mind. I don't know why this is coming through, but it is. Anyways, there's something about them thinking in their minds, oh, does this person not notice like what I said, or are they just acting like they didn't notice? So you kind of confuse them a little bit, and then they start worrying like, does this person know? Does this person not know like my intention? Um, because some people, they will kind of like say things to you out of passive aggressiveness, but not show it too much to make them not look bad in front of other people. And that's what I see with the devil reversed. Weird that that energy is coming through. I don't know why. There is something about people noticing your hands and your nails when you enter the room, your hair. Your hair is something that is like a signature statement, if it's what I'm hearing from spirit, but also the way you smell. So let's say somebody's hugging you, they're thinking in the mind, oh, this person smells so good, or if they're sitting next to you, I see them thinking that. I see some people feeling very attracted to you, feeling like you're very seductive in some way, but I feel like you're not trying to be seductive, if that makes sense. Um, like, for example, Spirit is showing me some of you could dress modestly, but still get a lot of attention, if that makes sense. Or some of you don't try to be seductive, but you are seductive. So Spirit is giving me examples of the energy. Take it how it resonates for you. But what Spirit is showing me is some people feel like you're very sexy and they think thoughts about that, but are too scared to tell you that they're attracted to you. So I see when you enter the room, some people being very attracted to you, maybe even crushing on you, wanting to get to know you, but then feel too shy to actually tell you, hey, I'm interested in you, or I like you, or I want to get to know you. So they kind of shy away from you and don't talk to you at all. But this is like a person or multiple people I'm picking up on that aren't necessarily in the energy of courage with the King of Wands reversed next to the Nine of Swords. There is something about some people thinking. So Spirit is showing me like electricity or lightning as I look at this image with like the gold here. So what it's making me think of is somebody that is very like exciting to be around, but it's also making me think of somebody that you have like this unexpected energy. So when you think of like lightning or thunder, sometimes it comes at unexpected moments and then it just gives you a shock. So maybe you are shocking people by the changes you are making, where it's kind of unexpected, but you also have this unpredictable energy in a good way, where when people think you're going to be or act a certain way, you act the opposite way and you shock them, and it comes to surprise. They didn't expect you to be like that. So there's something about that coming through. I don't know what it's about exactly, but that's my intuitive feelings on this energy. I also see you breaking away from toxicity and negativity energetically, like you bringing yourself back together, because I'm seeing soul fragments coming back together, and within those soul fragments I'm seeing darker energies leave your aura and vibration. So that is what I'm seeing clairvoyantly and how I'm reading it. Let's go ahead and read your oracle cards now. So, you know, how that could relate to you in the physical sense is, let's say some of you have quit bad habits, and it was very unexpected to some people, where you quit a bad habit and that bad habit is leaving your energy system. Let's say some of you are, you know, trying to find wholeness within and trying to let go of emotional things that hold you back, and people notice that, you know, like when you enter the room and they didn't expect it. Or let's say you are getting rid of toxic people, toxic environments, toxic workplaces, like moving towards healthier things for you, and people are noticing that, and it's very unexpected. So I'm seeing an energy like that. Take it as it resonates. So spirit guides of pile number 2, spirit guides of pile number 2. Okay, you just had a card that fell on the floor. Let me get it for you. Okay, so your card is Labradorite with the South Node and boundaries. And this is exactly what I spoke about in the beginning. Like, you are becoming someone with a lot more boundaries. You're changing in the way that you interact with people. You're not letting people walk all over you. You're not letting people get, negative reactions out of you. And there's something about you not being the person you once were with the South Node. How I'm reading this is the South Node is our past life, but it's also our comfort zone. But within that comfort zone and that familiarity, it may not be best for us. So think of how, somebody says, we choose people that are familiar to us, but they may not always be best for us. That's an example of the energy, and that's how I see the South Node. So sometimes we can stay within our comfort zone, but it might not always be good for us. It might not always bring us our growth or what's best for us. Sometimes within our comfort zone are things we are used to but may not be good for us. So you are breaking out of this mold, breaking free from it. And that's what people are seeing when you enter the room. That's what they're thinking about, like how this person has changed. You, pile number 2. I am seeing Sailor Moon. I don't know why. And at the beginning of your reading, I was tasting yogurt. I don't know why. Okay, let's see what else comes through. I keep hearing the word people being impressed by you. So I see people thinking like, wow, I'm impressed by this person. I'm not sure why, but I'm hearing it. So we have Herkimer Diamond with Earth Star Chakra and alignment. With the number 29 here, I'm sensing maybe some of you have the 29th degree in your birth chart. And I also have this. So how I see it is like when you're at the 29th degree in some area of the birth chart, it means you are in the last phase of integrating that lesson. So say for me, for example, I have Saturn in Aries in the first house in 29 degrees. That means I am learning the last lessons around the self and the self-worth in this lifetime. Maybe I've learned lessons like that already in past lifetimes with the South Node. But now I'm kind of just learning last lessons around it. I've already integrated a lot, but I'm just learning the last things. So that's how I see the 29th degree. I also have the sun in the 29th degree. But anyways, there's something about you. You've already made the changes, but you're learning the last lessons surrounding your lessons. And even if you don't have the 29th degree, it's making me think of that. So you're definitely rebirthing. You're coming into alignment with who you've always meant to be. And that's something people are definitely noticing. And with the diamond energy, it's making me think of somebody that has had a very hard experience or experiences that really put pressure onto you. They were very challenging, but you've turned into a diamond. And next we have Emerald with Mercury and Cognizance. So there's something about people thinking, I want to be more aware. I want to be more self-aware like this person. I want to grow like this person. I want to get to know myself like this person. I want to get outside of my comfort zone like this person. So with Mercury, Spirit is taking me to the mind and communication, where, like when you're talking to them, they are thinking in their mind, I want to be more aware of myself. I want to grow like this person. I want to really step outside of my comfort zone like this person. I want to learn from this person so I can do the same for myself. So I can get out of places where I feel stuck. Because I really notice how this person's changed in the best possible way for themselves, like they've really bloomed. So some people are inspired by that, and they're kind of taking mental notes in their mind when you speak of like how I can do this for myself. Okay. With Mercury as well, there is a feeling of people wanting to talk to you, wanting and having their eye on you, as we see the eye here, wanting to talk to you, wanting to get to know you better on a deep personal level, I feel. And there is something about people thinking you're glowing. I'm hearing that in my mind. You're having a glow up, but not just physically, but internally too, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So this is what I have for you, pile number 1. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this honey calcite crystal and the Page of Wands reversed, and this is your reading, we're going to be taking a look at their thoughts when you enter the room. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself enjoying this reading, and if you want to stay up to date with what I post daily, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I do have limited amounts of space available, so you can find my email address in the description box below. Okay, so before I get into your tarot cards, I want to speak about what I'm seeing and feeling energetically as I am tapped into your energy. So as I got to your pile, I just felt this immense amount of peace and quiet. Like I am alone with myself and my thoughts. Maybe some of you have been spending a lot of time out in nature lately and grounding lately or meditating lately, but I just feel this energy of peace and silence. Like I'm taking a deep breath and releasing worries. So maybe you've been doing that a lot recently. Even if you haven't been meditating, maybe you've just been trying to find quiet and peace in your mind, okay? Maybe you haven't been going out that much recently, but when you do try to carry over that peace into your out time, if that makes sense. So, how this relates to the reading is people are noticing that peaceful energy you have when you enter the room. And even if you are somebody that is practicing listening more and being a little bit more quiet and still, if you're somebody that's usually very talkative, maybe you have been listening more and speaking less, or maybe some of you are naturally just quiet people and you're more so listeners than speakers. And I think people notice that and they pick up on that peaceful energy you have when you enter the room. So even if you don't say a word, it's like they feel that peaceful vibe from you and they like it and they naturally want to surround themselves by you. I also see that you have a lot of light in your energy and aura. So people naturally just want to spend time around you and they don't know why. They just want to bask in your light and your presence because Spirit is showing me, you know how like pets love to bask in the sunlight. It's almost like people want to bask in your light and be around your energy and they don't know why. I am hearing the song when will my reflection show who I am inside? Something along the lines reflection. So, and I heard authenticity. So this is making me feel like maybe you are somebody that I feel very intellectual people with this pile, very smart people, and you have a curiosity. I don't know why my voice is cracking there. You have a curiosity towards how people are perceiving you, not necessarily from a place of insecurity, but just from a place of curiosity to see, if people are maybe making wrong judgments about you based off your appearance, or maybe if they are getting you as a person, understanding you as a person by how you express yourself. And maybe you are trying to express more of your authenticity. Why am I struggling to speak? Maybe you're trying to express more of your authenticity with the way that you dress, with the way that you carry yourself, in your physical appearance, to show more of who you are, to feel more understood by people and feel more like people get you. And maybe you've often felt misunderstood by people, so maybe you watch readings like this out of a place of curiosity to see who truly understands you. And you just want to feel understood by the people you love. So I'm seeing the angel number 444, and what Spirit is saying here is some people will misunderstand you, but see that as divine protection from Spirit, because when some people misunderstand you, they're not meant to see you, because like I said, you have so much light within your aura. Spirit is saying you have so much potential that sometimes they don't see you fully because they're not meant to, because you're being protected energetically. So imagine somebody not seeing a talent you have, as an example, and maybe you're being protected by them not seeing it, because if they truly saw that talent, maybe they would try to take advantage of it. That's an example of the energy. So that's something I see energetically. Let's go ahead and shuffle your tarot cards before I yap too much. Okay, so Spirit Guides of pile number 3. People's thoughts, their thoughts when pile 3 enters the room. So we have the Hanged Man. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so people do see that you're very intelligent with the Ace of Swords, like I said before. People see that you're maybe somebody that thinks a lot, that is a deep philosophical thinker. You love deep conversations. Maybe you don't really like small talk that much for some of you, and people like see that in you when you enter the room, or they notice that about you. We have the Two of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, it's like I'm getting this vibe of you preferring deep, meaningful conversations rather than just small talk because it's unnecessary. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Because I'm hearing like some of you say, why is this person asking me how's my day if they don't really care about the true answer? They just want to hear like, fine, how was yours? You know? We have the Ace of Pentacles in reversed. I relate a lot to this pile. Okay, so what I'm getting from this pile is people see you as very deep when you enter the room, and they have thoughts like that around you or surrounding you when you enter the room. People feel very drawn to your energy and your light. They feel like you are somebody very passionate and very fun to be around, and they just like your energy right off the bat. There is something about people wondering what's on your mind, what you're thinking of. I'm hearing penny for your thoughts, okay? So there is a curiosity there. Some people want to put an effort towards getting to know you when you enter the room. So think like a stranger, an acquaintance, or they want to compliment you or say something to you. But sometimes they're a little bit shy, and then afterwards, they feel like they missed an opportunity. Like, I wanted to be pile number 3's friend, but I didn't actually go up to them and speak to them because I was too shy. And now I missed the opportunity to be their friend or to have something potentially between us. So I do see that with the Ace of Pentacles reverse, Seven of Pentacles. There is something about people thinking you're a very passionate person, but okay, I'm also picking up on somebody that's very creative, but I'm picking up on somebody that maybe has gone through creative blocks or blocks within finding that passion again. So for you, I feel like you maybe love the work you do. And that's something people think or notice about you when they're interacting with you after you enter the room. And there's something about them noticing when you go through times of like struggling to find passion or having a creative block or blocks with your ideas at times. And I fully relate to this as a content creator. There are some moments I even go through where I feel like I'm lacking ideas and things like that. And I feel like that's normal. We go through ebbs and flows. But I feel like people notice that. And I always hear like don't give up hope. So I hear them thinking in their mind, you're going through this at the moment, but don't give up hope. You will find that again. I feel like maybe people think that you're that type of person that more so needs passion and excitement to work. You don't want to just work for the sake of making money and working. So people get that vibe and impression from you that you have a strong purpose to share with others, a gift to share with others, something you're good at that needs to be shared with others, but from a place of passion, not necessarily you just trying to make money. So I feel that from this pile, like you're not really caring too much about money because the Queen of Pentacles also came out reversed, but just about doing what you're passionate about and making a difference in the world. People think you're an old soul. We also have the Fool here, so although you have this old soul energy, you also have this very youthful and vibrant energy. Like I said, people think you're very fun to be around when you enter the room, and there's something about you having this feeling or you giving off this feeling to them like you're going to bring something new into their lives, and usually they are correct. I feel like when you encounter new people, you bring a new energy to them that they've never experienced. You put them on a new timeline. You help them upgrade in a way. You change their lives in some way or bring something new to their lives. And that's something people often notice every time they meet you. You bring some new energy into their life. We have the Ten of Wands reverse. So this is the energy of like you not giving up hope even when you feel like you're going through these blocks. Okay, so that is what I feel from the tarot cards. Let's go ahead and look at your oracle cards now. Also, I feel like people do see you as very beautiful, but they also see you as very shy and sweet at the same time. But then you also have not just beauty, but there's something about you giving off this je ne sais quoi. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm hearing it from spirit. There's something about you being extremely attractive to people when you enter the room, where they're like, whoa, this person's beautiful, they're gorgeous. Like, I see people thinking that in their mind and thinking like you maybe put a lot of effort into the way that you look, where it looks effortless. So the amount of effort you put into your look, into your talents, into your gifts, you make it look effortless to others. That's what I see. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm getting that people like your nose. I heard regal nose. And there's something about the way your nose looks from the side where it looks very pretty or very handsome. You seem like the type of person that loves to be in nature. I don't know why, I'm just getting that. That's what people think when you enter the room. We have Desert Jasper, Vesta, and Resolve. We have Opal, North Node, and Expansion. And we have Jupiter, Apophyllite, Curiosity in the reverse. The funny thing is, before I saw this card, I heard the word curiosity again. So people think of you as somebody that's very curious, but they're also curious towards you. But I feel the reason why it's come out in reverse is because people try to hide the fact that they are curious about you. So Spirit is showing me Dora the Explorer, and I see that as a metaphor in regards to what I'm saying. You know how Dora finds things and explores? It's like people want to explore you. People want to get to know you. People have a natural curiosity towards you, but not just getting to know the surface level you, but the deeper side of you. Like I said, people sense that you're a deep person. But they don't want to make it too obvious that they are trying to get to know the deeper sides of you. I feel like some of you are from pile number 1 and 2, or may relate to all piles. But if you don't feel like that, it doesn't mean you have to go watch that. But I see some energy from pile 2 and 1 now. Like I said, with you, it's like people sense you have a big purpose, a big story to tell, I hear, or something big to share with the world, a big difference to make in the world. And people always sense that about you, but don't exactly know what it is. I'm hearing they can't put their finger on it. When I look at 27, the number 27 here, it makes me think of the 27th Club. I don't know why. But it's making me think of maybe somebody that likes conspiracy theories. So I don't know if you are somebody that likes conspiracy theories, but people get that vibe from you. Doesn't Jasper resolve? What is this about, Spirit? I'm hearing that your peace is your power. You're not letting people rob you of your peace anymore. Your peace of mind. Because with the Ace of Swords, chaos, it's like you've experienced a lot of chaos in your mind due to other people. People that maybe even owe apologies to you. People that made you feel small intentionally. And it's like you've never gotten apologies from them. But you no longer want to let people rob you of your peace of mind. That is what I feel intuitively from this card and from the Jupiter card in reverse. Because Jupiter is a planet of growth and expansion, and in reverse, it makes me think of somebody that's growing too fast and then other people try to almost cut you down. Imagine you as a tree and them as trees, and they're trying to cut you down because you're growing faster than them. So it's kind of like that's what Spirit's showing me as a metaphor. People intentionally trying to make you feel small because you're almost like too powerful for them. And what I'm sensing is like you creating peace for yourself and that being your power when nobody can take that away from you. So people are noticing that about you, that change within you, how you've expanded and grown, and how you're no longer trying to make yourself small to please others or to not make others uncomfortable by your growth, because you truly have expanded in immense ways, because whatever Jupiter touches, it expands immensely in a huge noticeable way. And I just saw 1111, so confirmation. This is what I have for you, pile number 3. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.